This is my sixth growing season for growing dragon fruit in the pot. Last year I reported a lot of problems. And if you look at the last year's 2023 update number 9, you can see a summary of all the problems I have. Now it's another almost middle of the 6 years. I want to report some interesting development on the problems I have. Some are solved, some are still not solving, but I think it's a time to do a little summary now. The first one I want to show this neon. This last year I showed that the neon had no new growth on the top, same as the sugar dragon. For sugar dragon, I'm completely repot the whole thing. Now you can see they're growing pretty well and the new growth is no problems. But neon still no growth on the top. Still the same old branch. But you look at bottom. They have new branch coming from the main trunk leading to the trailer's top. And also you see it's a new flower bud growing all up here. Some are probably going to be aborted like this. It's going to turn yellow. But the neon seems like it's growing flower bud more than they growing branches. See that even the top one is of some little sick kind of a flower bud coming out from neon. For sugar dragon and the neon, I think they basically is the same plant. So I try to do a little comparison. For sugar dragon, I repot the whole thing. So start from fresh. And the neon, I didn't do anything at all. I just want to keep them here to see what's going to happen to them. Are they going to eventually recover or eventually die? So I want to just keep watching them to see what the plant will do for this situation. And this is my new pot. It's a KXTRR growing here, and you can see they're growing pretty well. All these whining plants is my attempt to have something on top of the dragon fruit, so when the working sun shining on them, somehow they get some cover, some relief from the sunshine. So it seems working pretty good. I don't see any sunburn on this new KXTRR. I don't expecting any flower yet because they are still young, but you can see that some of the branches are pretty big now. Look pretty healthy. This is my delight. I have the total haircut on 2022. 2023 whole year have some growing but nothing much. But look what I found. They start to have a flower now. So 2 years after total haircut, they seems recover pretty good, and then they start to flower. It's still early season, so I expecting more flower but coming from this rejuvenated delight. This physical graffiti, last year I showed this is one of the two that don't have any root rotting problem or branch problem. But this one is really strange. I see a lot of flower bud coming out. But the very first flower I pollinated with a good pollen, and they had no weather issue and no raining and everything, but the flower was aborted. It was no obvious reason at all. I have no idea why. And also this physical graffiti last year has quite a few flowers, but the very few of them end up with fruit, have a lot of aborted flowers. I had no idea what's wrong with it. But this year seems to have more flower, but I'm going to keep eye on this guy. Pelora is pretty good. I don't have any problem with Pelora at all. You can see there's more flower bud coming out. And I have no complaint about Pelora. Pelora is pretty steady coming. This is my hybrid cross between Bruni and Sin Hispanus. At that time I did the cross, used Bruni as a father and Sin Hispanus as mother. And the Spanish is father and Bruni is his mother. So switch the role to see if any difference between the different way to do the cross. But this one seems very hard to graft. Very few of them survived, and also because both Spanish and Bruni are not very sweet variety. So I kind of lost interest in the middle of it. But you can see this is one of the hybrid. This other have flowers. So I'll keep eye on it. So see what kind of hybrid I can get from this one. And also this one's interesting. This is sugar dragon grafted on Spanish. Try to swamp the plant because I don't like Spanish much. But you can see this one is grafted on April, and this is a very green. The graft is taking, but it's no branch bud coming out. It just stayed like this for 3 months now, and same is that one. That one is successfully grafted, but no new branch coming out. I had no idea why. It's really strange. Also on this side of my dragon fruit growing area, you can see the trees are doing pretty well. I have 3 fruit setting. Plant looks pretty strong. Eckes baby is pretty good too. You can see how big the fruit is. Very big, even though it is still green. This is one of the 2 that had no problems, no root problem and no branch problem. And it's still going very strong, very nice. This one, Bruni, in 2022, this one has a lot of branch rotting problem. And I cut off all the rotting branch. The whole thing's almost like have a total haircut on the top. And then last year, the whole year, they recovered some, but the fruit and flower all look very sick looking. And so this is the second year after all the rotting branch cut off. You can see they recovering pretty well. The fruit are pretty big. It's not as thick as last year, and you can see quite a few flower coming out and a lot of new branch growth. It seems recovered. I didn't do anything at all besides adding some compost soil in top. So the plant can rejuvenate himself. This part has Thomas G2, Pink Panther, and American Beauty in here. And both American Beauty and the G2 are too sick to recover. This is G2 remaining left. It's pretty sick. But Pink Panther recovered themselves. I thought Pink Panther is similar to Sugar Dragon and Neon. But you can see that Pink Panther have quite a few new growths coming out. It's very different from the Neon. And in this part, the American Beauty is totally dead. So I took out that one and I put my triplets hybrid. I put them here. The triplets is my next major experimental point. And you can see they're growing pretty well in this part. So the soil has no problem at all. I don't know why the American Beauty and G2 are damaged so much. And in this part is my KXT WR1. The one with a very sweet fruit, red outside and the inside, but with white flower. And because I like the sweetness of this one, so I graft this one onto Vietnamese white rootstock, and you can see they're growing very, very healthy. That one, the one next to it, is the Casey Vienna Rune. Last year, the end, almost every one of them have the root detached, and I just add some soil there. You can see they are completely recovered, and they even have fruit. Quite a few flowers, very nice fruit. So it seems that even every one of them have the root detachment, and they recover themselves, and they're going very strong now. It's very good. So I think I just worry too much about this dragon fruit, and they do have the mechanism to recover themselves. So the lesson learned here is don't worry too much. And you see a branch rotten, cut it off, and you see a root detach, add some more soil, and the plant take care of everything else by themselves. So I'm pretty happy with this result. You can see how healthy it is, everything. So I just want to share the happiness with this self-rejuvenating dragon fruit. It's really amazing plant. That's about it. Thank you for watching.